I'm Prince Mikhail Ayeni, precisely a family of Otumba T.O.S Benson.
Okay, so why have you contacted us for a story?
Yes, the reason is based on the landed property that belongs to Otumba T.O.S Benson, which is situated at Ibelefun Amojo along Ibeshe Road in Ikorodu area. So it takes about a few years ago now that we have been on the issue of the land, based on the land grabbers issue. Otumba T.O.S Benson have 55 acres of land at Ibelefun Amojo, and the land in question, he has shared it among his children before his demise. And we just discovered that some of those people living around called some of the family of T.O.S Benson that they found some people encroaching on that land.
When they called you people concerning the land that belongs to late T.O.S Benson, what were your observations when you got there?
When they called us by those people living around, including the custodian that sold the land to Otumba T.O.S Benson and the security that T.O.S Benson's position on the land, right? I was asked to go and investigate, and on getting there, what I found out was that people already break into the place from left and right, demolished the fence that were erected by T.O.S Benson, removing the gate, and then those materials on the ground there were being carted away and being used by some of those who are encroaching on it.
Do they have any document, anything to validate the action that they were perpetrating on that land?
What they told some of us that went there, because I wasn't the only one that went there, I went there with members of the custodian's family. So those people that we met there were telling us that they said the land belongs to some group of people, and we said, who are those? Then the custodian members were telling me that they reside in Ibutega and that they know them as land grabbers. So when they said so, I said, how can people from Ibutega come and jump over to another person's land? They said that's how they do, that they have even made themselves a security threat to the environment. I said, okay, there is what we can do over that one. But in the course of the investigation by the Nigerian police, they got some of them arrested.
Did they present any document to legitimize their action that very time?
What they told us was those land grabbers and those people that were building on it, that is those people that they sold the land to, that were building. So they said they have a CFO from the Lagos State government, and that the land grabbers were the one that processed the CFO for them. And we now said, how can CFO be processed on a registered conveyance? A registered conveyance of 1975 and 1976, respectively, supersede any CFO today. CFO came on board in 1980, and I now told them, can't you see yourself that you cannot place something on nothing? There must be a root of title from beginning. And if you say government were the one that issued CFO to you, at what point in time will you say that government acquire this land before they started issuing CFO to any individual? Where is it being done that government acquired individual land and be selling it or allocating it to another individual? So which is very wrong to my own understanding.
Okay, to the layman that will be watching this video,
yes,
how would you describe this registered conveyance that you're talking about? Because the common thing now is CFO.
Registered conveyance was the real title that government relied upon in those days before the arrival of civilian rule. So the CFO came on board in 1980, but before 1980, registered conveyance were the one that is on board, and not until the registered conveyance is being revoked, no title can stand on it. Well, the two registered conveyance, you can see it with me. The one of 1975 is this. You can see it, 1975.
Okay.
Right? So this is a certified true copy of the originals of the title of Otumba T.O.S Benson.
Okay.
Registered.
The second one?
The second one is this, 1976 as well. So this is it, 1976.
This one is for how many acres?
This one is 4.1 acres, while this one is for 51.4 something acres.
Okay, so all this that you showed us now,
yes,
they are located where precisely in Ikorodu?
They are located at Ibelefun Amojo. So the land is located at Ibelefun Amojo, and the so-called CFO that these unsuspected public members they were carrying about speak of Ebute in Ipakodo, while this T.O.S Benson's land is at Ibeshe, Ibelefun Amojo,
which is two different locations,
being separated by the federal government project property. In addition to that question you asked me, there was a report by the Lagos State Public Advice Center, which was being confirmed by the present Attorney General to the Office of the Inspector General of Police. This is the report, right? This report said the gazette being paraded by the scheme officer, then the gazette they were purported parading as the acquisition document is not the particular land in question. The gazette said Ebute beach. That's where the government acquired. And if government acquire land, they must acquire it from a particular person or a particular family. In this case, there was nothing like this is the person government acquired the land from. This is what the government has compensated the owner. This is the publication that leads to the acquisition of the land. So nothing as such.
Okay. So there's this part I want you to clarify, sir.
Yes.
The part where you allege that some unsuspecting members of the public were issued C of O, and those who issued it, according to what you said, were suspected land grabbers who were encroaching on the land belonging to the late T.O.S Benson.
Yeah.
Now, it is common knowledge that for C of O to be issued, it's going to be done by government representatives. So what exactly are you alleging? Are you alleging that there is a connivance, knowing fully well that you people have two registered conveyances, which supersedes the CFO? Are you alleging that there is a connivance with people at the helms of affairs in the government who are heading these people by issuing CFO that are not genuine?
Yes, there's a conspiracy between the Lagos State government officials and Lands Bureau, and I stand to be corrected with evidence if I've been called.
What are those evidence?
So the evidence is that CFO, some of those CFO were retrieved by the Nigerian police force, when they conduct an investigation for me. So those CFO, I wrote a letter to the Lagos State government. I wrote to the PAMSEC lands. I wrote to the governor. The one of the governor were being docked by some of these people in the Lagos State government Lands Bureau, some of their officials. When I went there, they were telling me story. I should go and hold on. They will send me a letter. One day, they called me that I should come, and I won't mention that department now. The department said I should come and sign for a letter. I said, which letter? That the CFO emanated from their office. I said, CFO emanated from your office. That the registered conveyance of Otumba T.O.S Benson were revoked or what? How could they issue CFO on another person's registered conveyance? Where is the letter of acquisition? Where is the letter of revocation of the registered conveyance? Let me just cover the department where I was called. So I took the letter from that person. I said, don't worry.
Why are you covering the department? Are you not sure of the fact you are presenting?
Okay, let me even mention this is the Department of Legal Department in Lands Bureau.
Okay, so what did they tell you?
They were telling me that the CFO that are alleged that is being fraudulent is not, that the CFO emanated from the lands. I said, did you investigate? Did you read the letter that I submitted to the governor? I said, okay, from where this letter is coming from? They said from the head of the Department of Legal Department in Lands Bureau. And from the Lands Bureau, they conducted an investigation on that land during the former Deputy Legal Director of Lands, who is now the Litigation Director in the Ministry of Justice.
Okay.
Their investigation then, they came to the site. I have the pictures of those of us that were on the land. The pictures
What was their finding?
Their finding led to the report of this Public Advice Center. This is a copy of the report. This is it.
So what did the report reveal, sir?
The report revealed that the property of T.O.S Benson is different from the Lagos State lands, and there is a federal government landed property that separated Lagos State government land that is being situated at Ebute in Ipakodo and T.O.S Benson's landed property situated at Ibelefamojo in Ibeshi. This report nullified the Gazette. The Gazette begat the CFO, because when they bring the CFO to the police said, how does the CFO emanated from as an acquired land? So they will go and bring the Gazette of that 1979, which was meant for Ebute acquisition land, right, in Ipakodo. They will go and bring that one. And when we tendered this report, the police now told them, is it not Lagos State government agency that wrote this report?
Okay. This
report from the Public Advice Center of 2015, and which was confirmed by this present Attorney General when he was a Solicitor General of Lagos State in 2015, says that the Gazette was not meant for that land.
Okay.
And the report was being confirmed to the Office of the Inspector General of Police, because we don't want to take law into our hand. That's why we involved the investigative institution, which is Nigerian Police Force. Even as I'm talking to you, the EFCC also have done the same thing at that time. So they suspended it because they said they were not going there again.
Okay. So as it stands, what would be your direct message, knowing fully well that this report already nullified certificate of occupancy issued by the Lands Bureau to the suspected interlopers who are selling the properties to unsuspecting members of the public? So what will be your message to the Lagos State government?
Yeah, my message to the Lagos State government and their agents is to stay off, not to deceive the public, to create a kind of conflict, breaking down law and order, because those land they were being encroaching on belongs to some of T.O.S Benson's clients, and the T.O.S Benson's family has gone to court, and we have gotten a perpetual interlocutory injunction against all the trespassers, against all the agents, including Lagos State government, not to venture into that place until the determination of the suit. And the order still subsists, and this is the order delivered by Justice M.S. Savage.
Okay.
And furthermore, I need to let the public know so that they will not fall a victim, and those that have fallen a victim should please stay off, to go back to them and retrieve their money from them. Now, as an evidence to show that the title of T.O.S Benson, the two register conveyance were intact at the Lagos State Land Registry. This is it. They confirm it from the land registry as Appendix A, Appendix B, right, in 2015, that the title, the register conveyance, has not been revoked. Because if it has been revoked, we will not have this report sent to the Office of the Inspector General of Police at our disposal.
Now, what is the current situation at that particular land?
What is happening there now is that those land grabbers and some of those officials of Lagos State government were now moving there, selling the land to people. People are building on it without any verification of the title being issued to them. And in that aspect, it shows that they were being disobedient to the court order that says nobody should build on the land. And I'm saying this one in case if we say the tide turned left and we said, okay, it's going to turn right, and it doesn't go right, maybe it goes to left. So like the judge said at one time, that he who build on someone's land, you build it at your own risk, so that when the judgment come and things come out to be like Makuko, there shouldn't be any unnecessary protest of shenanigans characteristic of these land grabbers to push the public into what is nothing than misleading the people. And the public should also open their eyes, shine your eyes, so that nobody will lead you to unnecessary protest. Because we are sounding this warning now, and we are telling you people, the whole world, to be aware of those shenanigans people who are selling what does not belong to them under the guise of Lagos State government authority. And I also use this medium to plead and to appeal to the governor that there were letters that was sent to him, which he asked them in the Lands Bureau to investigate the matter, and of which I can see that those investigations were sweeping under the carpet as things were going on now.